My name is Karina and welcome to the Karina Chronicles. In this reading vlog I will do a 24 hours reading challenge and a lot of other reading, and I show you some cool lamp and other random stuff. So keep watching. As you see, I'm out of quarantine. I am feeling a lot better. I'm still a bit tired and I do have a little bit of pain in my lungs and being out of breath very quick. But overall, things are going great and I can see people again and go outside. The sun is shining, so I am happy. I will show you what I am going to do this week and what I did already. I'm filming this like halfway through the week. I will start the vlog with posting the part where I actually unboxed another book that I wanted to show you last reading vlog, but I just didn't add the video in. I was ill, that's my excuse. And after that we're immediately starting with the 24-hour reading challenge, in which I read The Wastelands. So, exciting! Let's watch. Hi! So I just got another package. I am not doing the unboxing here because that is just not practical. But it is really pretty. It is Narnia. The whole 7 books in one copy. I'm not very lucky this week with my covers. I don't know if you can see it, but it's ripped and more stuff, but I'm not sending it back. I think it is really pretty, but what's inside is what's important. This is the naked cover, very clean. But what the most fun thing is that this is really 7 books. They all have their own chapter overview and stuff. And sometimes they even have their own maps. So it's really 7 books and then combined into one. It is the fairy tale book I was missing. It really feels this way. And every chapter and every book have illustrations beforehand, and they are so pretty. Look at this. So pretty. So I'm really happy with that. We're reading the second book with our book club, but the first one is 106 pages I just saw. So I'm reading that one first and then the second one, and then I probably will finish the book, but the whole thing. But the second one is most important for the book club, so that's most important, that I will finish it somewhere before March. So that's really great. And look at this lion. Isn't this incredible? He is so scary. So something to celebrate today. Hello. So it is my last night in quarantine, and as you see, it's pretty dark here because the lamp broke. To make it even harder here, now I have almost no daylight, but also no fake light, like electronical light. So that's not how I wanted it to be, but okay. I'm going to start the 24-hour reading challenge. It is Sunday and I decided to start at 11 p.m, which sounds weird because then you almost need to sleep. But I like reading at night, so I can make a great head start, and I will continue until Monday 11 p.m. And that's perfect because on Tuesday I have to work again. So then we have perfect 24 hours that won't really mess up my sleeping schedule. I have a problem though, because I need to finish the Dark Tower first. I didn't get the 5 books yet that I want to read in 24 hours. I'm not going to finish 5 books, but I always grab 5. I will show them when it's daylight again, because this is ridiculous. I am going to show you, it will first turn dark more, so don't be scared. But I have this great light. This looks like a book, and you can put it in your bookcase. But when you open it, it is a light, and it has pages. They all give light. So that's really cool. Also, tomorrow morning is the deadline for the writing contest, and I got some late feedback from people that I sent it to. So I am doing that as well. I have 90 more minutes until it's 11 p.m. Then I'm going to read
because I want to have a great first start for the 24 hours. There are some friends of mine that are also doing it, so I have people to chat with. So it's going to be a great day tomorrow, and I'm really excited. I will show you more when it is light again.
Hi. It is time for the first update, and it's already a really weird one because it's the next morning. It's around 11 a.m. So I supposed to have had read like 12 hours and a little bit of sleep. That didn't happen. Last night I got really nervous about the writing competition, and I wrote some things completely differently. I called with my mom and with a friend and with my boyfriend, and I got a lot of feedback from them again, and we kept revising it, and I have handed it in now, so that is great. But I have been busy with that until 2 a.m. Then I went to sleep, and then I slept in because I was so tired. And I was like, no, this is not 24 hours of reading. I am not going to do it like this. So that was a bit weird. But as I am working tomorrow at 12 a.m., I decided to start my 24 hours reading challenge in a few minutes at 11:30. And then I still have 24 hours, and there's nothing going to interrupt me now. I am not home alone, but I am tonight, which is sad because I'm first day out of isolation. We already hugged, which is great. I really missed some physical contact, well, some real contact at all, but okay. So it's sad that I'm home alone tonight. But yeah, it was already arranged that way, and I can read a lot. So that's great. I'm starting in a few minutes. As I said, I'm starting with the Wastelands, unfortunately, because I didn't finish it yet. I have written too much, but that's a good excuse, I feel. This is the Wastelands by Stephen King. It's very thick, and I'm only like 30 pages in. So this is going to be something. If I finish this, I already succeeded in a challenge, but okay, I really hope I can. The next one would be Everything I Know About Love by Dolly Elderton. I secretly started in this one as well, because we already had the book club meeting. I'm almost never late with reading my books for book club meetings, but yeah, things happened and I didn't read this one yet. So I have read parts of it already, which is horrible. So I would be able to finish this very quickly. So I really hope I can get to it, because then I can finish it as well, I feel. And then I would really love to start in How to Stop Time by Matt Haig as well. That's also a very small one. So yes, I really want that. Then if I am crazy and I'm reading with 200 pages per hour, which is never going to happen, but I always love a good challenge. I would also like to start in De Wandelaar by Adriaan van Dis. We're going to discuss this on the 1st of March with the book club, so have some time, but want to finish it in time. Then we have Het Hart van het Kwaad. I've talked about this pretty often. It's a thriller, so usually goes quick as well. And then the last one is Circe by Madeline Miller. And definitely not going to start this one today, let alone finish it. This will get a separate reading vlog anyway, but it's just on my TBR for today to have something challenging. So now I'm actually starting, and I'm really excited. Hello, time for a little update again. Today did not go as planned, but who's surprised here? The first thing I did was breaking all the plates that I wanted to bring to the kitchen. So I needed to get new plates because otherwise we couldn't eat breakfast from anything. So that's the first thing I did today. Then I wanted to use my bike, but it broke down because something got stuck in the chains, if that's the word. I do feel like 1,000,000% Dutchy right now because I fixed it myself in like 10 minutes, so it was fine. But oh my god, this is not how I wanted to spend my first day. But at least I can go outside, I can walk, I can do things. So I'm still happy. I'm still having a good day, although it's not a really fun day. I have been reading The Wastelands, of course I did. And I almost finished part 1. There are 5 parts, so not that far in, but did read some bits. And I've made some very nice dinner for myself and I got a lot of nice snacks. So I'm really going to enjoy my evening alone in the living room. So that's just great. So really excited about that. I am still a little bit nervous about the writing competition. We only get like the results of that in the mid of April. So I'm going to stop talking about it after this. But I found out that last year, I thought they'd choose 20 people, but they'd choose 18. So that's a little bit less of a chance. And last year there were 261 people that signed up. So it isn't the biggest competition you've ever heard of. But the chances that I win are really, really low. Really low. So yeah, not good. But I'm very happy with what I created. So I think that's important as well, right? So now I'm going to read some more and I'm gonna eat my nice dinner. And I will update you probably either if I finish this book, which would be great, or otherwise tomorrow morning to see where we are at and if I'm going to finish it in this 24-hour challenge at all. I will let you know. Good morning. It is 9:30 a.m. the next day. And this is by far the worst 24 hours reading challenge I ever did. So it's good I didn't make it interactive. I have read around 100 pages now in the 24 hours and I have 2 hours left to go. That's not much. I can blame it on a lot of things, but the truth is that my body is just very tired from the whole COVID situation. So I just can't focus for that long. I haven't been doing much else. So at least the 24 hours reading is focused on reading. So that's good. It just didn't really go very fast. I am on page 125. In this 2 hours left, I feel very good right now. So I feel like I can finish the second part. That's until page 206, I think. I really, really like this book and I fly through it. It doesn't sound like it, but the reading is definitely not a problem. It reads very easy and it's very, very interesting and nice. So that's really good. I have to work today, so I'm not going to tire myself too much, but I think it will be fine. Today is the first day that the sun is shining again in like 2 weeks. Well, I'm saying it, the sun disappeared, but at least it's not pouring rain and storming, because that has been the case for 2 weeks or something. So, okay. And I wanted to show you, if you can see, this is the tea that I got. Every thingy in there is like a flower, and it literally, you get it like a little bowl. And it opens up and becomes a real flower, but it just tastes like normal tea. So that's really awesome. So, feeling great. And now going to read some more. I finally was right and predicted something true. I finished part 2 and oh my god, I'm loving this book. I think it's going to be a 5-star again. This series is just, it keeps surprising me because the first few chapters I'm like, oh yeah, this was such a confusing story, I don't get anything. And then I'm like, okay, why do I like this? I don't even understand. And then after a few chapters, things are falling back in place again, and I understand more of the story and more of what is happening, which is also, of course, The Gunslinger, the first book, is so confusing, and everyone says, but you have to read it to understand the rest, and it's true, and I hate when a series has that, but it is so good, and it reads like, normally when I read a fantasy novel that is more than 500 pages, it also reads very slow as well, so it takes months to read it, because it just reads so slow, but this reads really fast, and it's so good. And and we're now switching between perspectives. I don't think that was the case in the other books, but I like both perspectives, and really good. So, but now I have to work. Hi. It is time for an update, because I made a list of things I wanted to discuss with you in this reading vlog. And this is going to be the longest one ever, I feel like, because I have so much to tell you. It is incredible. The first one, they are all very random, by the way. So don't expect any logic in all the stories I'm gonna tell now, but I just want to share them all. The first one is that you probably have heard, but Colleen Hoover is coming with a sequel/prequel to It Ends With Us. It is called It Starts With Us, and it's coming out, I think, October 2022, but at least in 2022. So I am really excited to read that one, really looking forward to it. And I will put the exact date on the screen, by the way, so that you know. But I'm really excited for that. It will follow Atlas. I think this is purely done for the fans. This book has got so many fans, and people see Atlas as like the most perfect boyfriend there could exist. I don't know if I agree. I found him annoying sometimes. But really looking forward to see his story in It Starts With Us. So, good news. And then another thing is something completely different. I do not have an anti-TBR list. That means there are people that have a list with books that they, for one reason or the other, don't want to read, and specifically really do not want to read. So they make a list of that so that they don't accidentally pick it up somewhere because they really do not want to read it. I do not have that, but for the first time I've decided to actively not read a book unless a book club is choosing this book to read, because then I am certain I still want to read it. But that is A Little Life. I don't remember their name right now, so I'll put it on the screen as well. And that is because first I saw the video of A Clockwork Reader where she explained why she hated this book so much. Then I discussed this with someone in a very intense discussion, because she had been recommending this book to me very often. And I've heard very mixed comments. Like, everyone thought this book is incredible and they were heartbroken after reading it, but it was written so well and everyone was so impressed by this book. But also a lot of people thought that it was too much. And I'm not really liking books that are sad to be sad, you know? Like, the story must be good still, and then if everything bad happens, although that can happen in real life, that's not something you want to read, or at least I want to read. So we had an interesting discussion, and I've looked up a lot of comments from people that I trust, and even my friends thought that it might not be a good idea for me to read it because of all the trigger warnings. And to really, really not let myself be convinced to read this book
because it's so big on Booktube, so it's really nice to have read it. I read the summary. I've read the whole Wikipedia page, and I am so happy I haven't read it. This is really not a book for me. If we now choose it with a book club, I will read it, but it will help that I know exactly what happens, so maybe I will not be triggered that much. But please look up the trigger warnings before you read this book, because wow. And I just wanted to share that because I'm really curious to hear, do you have any anti-TBR list? Are there books you really do not want to read for this kind of reasons, but also because you just really think it's not for you? I would like to know. Let me know. And one last thing, I also read Slaughterhouse-5 by Kurt Vonnegut recently, and I really liked it, but I didn't even know it was on, like, we have this kind of calendar that has like little stories with facts on every day, and you place it on, I don't know if this is a typical Dutch thing, it's a scheurkalender. I don't know if this is also something in other countries, but you hang this calendar on your toilet and there's another story for every day. And one of them said that it was on the 13th of February, because then was the bombing of Dresden. And Slaughterhouse-5 is of course about the bombing of Dresden. But I didn't know Kurt Vonnegut was literally there, like in real life. He was at the bombing. The story told that, and that is why he wrote this book. And wow. I really didn't know, because the book is written from the perspective of the author, but I thought that was all fiction. But apparently it's not. So this is really interesting, because now it's a kind of a non-fiction intertwined with science fiction. Or time traveling is what I call science fiction. So that is really, really interesting. That makes the book even better. It's a really, really good book, so I would highly recommend it. And also, if you are on Booktube or Bookstagram or BookTok, or in any way in the international book world, you know it is release week of a certain book and everyone is going crazy to get a nice copy. And I usually don't really go with this hype, especially because this book is not even a book I was really looking forward to. But this is, I think, the first time that this big of a hype is here while I'm on Booktube, so I get confronted with it every second. And we discussed recently with a book club that we might wanted to read this one. And yeah, I wanted to have this copy that matched the first part of the series. And I was very nervous that it was going to be sold out, and then exactly when I needed to read it that I wouldn't get the right copy. So I bought it. I know. This is really bad. I feel so betrayed by the book community that I felt the need to buy this right now. But if you don't know about which book I'm talking, you will have to wait until the unboxing. It says it arrives somewhere in the beginning of March, so I will show you then. Hello, I have an update on The Wastelands by Stephen King. I am a little bit more than halfway through. I think I can finish it today because I really want to finish it today, so I'm going to set everything up to finish it today. But I do have something I really, really, really didn't like about this book, and I wanted to talk about it. This book is going to be, I feel like, still a 5-star rating for me. With the first and second chapter I already knew. It's only getting better and better and better and better. Except for this one scene. It's a mild spoiler, but part of why I hated this so much, it adds nothing to the story. So it's really mild. Like it is a spoiler, but you won't know anything more about the story or anything. So you can decide if you want to listen to it. I will put it on the screen until when you can skip if you don't want to hear the spoiler. It's a spoiler about the
the last bit of the third part. There are 6 parts. I said 5, but there are 6 parts, and it's a last bit of the third part. So, okay, I'm going to say it now. Why would you use your female character to be... I'm not sure if you can say this word on YouTube, so I'm going to use Emily Fox's way of saying it. Grape. Why would you let your female character in the book be graped just for your own fetish or something? I'm really angry that Stephen King wrote it like this. It adds nothing to the story. It's literally a demon comes and the demon needs to be distracted and they love sex. So she needs to let herself get raped. She does so. Then they say it only hurts when you're trying to get away. So let him just do his job and just work with him or something. And then she's going to like get it into her own hands and really have sex with this demon completely. And she's starting to kind of grape the demon. Well, this is just why? This is kind of... This is so weird that you would tell women to not complain and just help because that's the way you are strong or something. I don't want men to say anything like this about women getting raped. Because please just shut up. You have no idea and you have no reason to have opinions about this. And also, why is that the only way you can distract a demon? That's just ridiculous. Really ridiculous. And also the way he kind of acts like he's not being very sexist about women, because it's first like said that if the demon would be a woman, she would choose Roland instead of Susanna. Well, of course, sure. But of course the woman gets raped. Well, I really hated this. I almost feel like I should distract a whole star in my rating because of this ridiculous scene. But the book is furthermore so good. It's been a long time since I enjoyed a book so much, and this series is literally one of the best things I've ever read. But why would you add this? Oh, I'm so angry. I hate it. Why can't male authors just write normal things? I know this is pretty old, so it was very common in fantasies to portray women as very weak and more like objects, and that's definitely not the case in this series. So that's, I think, why I'm even more disappointed that this scene did that. Well, never mind. I am just going to finish this book, and I'm probably still going to give it 5 stars because the rest of the book is the most incredible thing ever, and I'm so excited for this series. But I really am conflicted now because I'm just reading this and it's the best thing ever, and at the same time I'm very angry. So, really annoying. Okay, well, that was my update. I succeeded. I finished The Wastelands. It is here. I can't wait to read part 4. I'm borrowing this book from a friend, so I will definitely call him or something that we need. Oh, I see him on Tuesday. If you watch this, I need part 4. But it was really good. I'm still mad at that one scene, but it's not fine, but the book is still the best. It's very good. It's definitely a 5-star rating for me. I really enjoyed it. So, highly recommend this series. Please ignore this one scene in this book. And that was also how I'm going to end this vlog. I'm starting in Everything I Know About Love right now.
I already started that secretly before the book club meeting, so should go through that quite quickly. Next week will be a full week again because I still want to post a TikTok video I've been gushing about. We have a wrap up of February, a TBR of March, and of course my normal videos. So a lot to look forward to, so I'm going to end this reading vlog here. It's going to be a very long one anyway, so I really hope you enjoyed. Please leave a like and let me know what you have been reading and if you have read the Dark Tower series, because I'm really curious to hear what other people think of this and thought about that weird scene, but okay. If you didn't subscribe yet to my channel, please do. I'm very close to 100 subscribers and I would really love to hit that soon. I hope you'll have a lovely day filled with books, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye! I really feel this could easily become one of my favorite series of all time, so I'm really curious to read the rest. I heard that after book 4 it's getting downwards, but first I need book 4 and I'm really looking forward to that.